Oh hey, how's it going? Today I'm gonna try to show you how you can generate shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Emerald and make them legal, so that way you can transfer them up into newer games without them being banned or whatever. Um, I've seen a few tutorials of this, but they use an egg method, and if you're trying to go for like legitimateness, um, just having everything hatch from an egg doesn't look legit to me. Let me explain how we're going to do this. We are going to use three programs, MGBA being one of them, a Game Boy emulator, uh, PKHeX, and PokeFinder. All of the links to those programs will be in the description. And again, this will work on authentic Game Boy hardware. So all the edits that we're going to do, we can put back onto the official cartridge, and then from there, move them up into newer games. Okay, so there are a few things we're going to need. The first thing that you're going to need is a save file to work with. There's a few ways to get save files. The method that I use is with a real Nintendo DS, an R4 card, and a homebrew application on the R4 card called GBA Backup Tool. I will link a tutorial in the description of someone explaining how to do that. You can also use other things such as like a Game Boy operator. I don't have one, but you can use that too. Or you can just use the save file that MGBA would generate. All three methods would work. And all three of them you can, obviously you can import back onto the actual cartridge. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is show you my current save file. So I'm going to open up Pokemon Emerald and MGBA, the Game Boy emulator. So here we see there's no save file at all. To load a save file, you can go into File, Save Games, and then load alternate save game. And then this here is the save file that gets created by the R4 card using GBA Backup Tool. So I'm going to load that. And here we go. This is Nalo, that's my name in the game. We're 3 minutes in, and the only Pokemon we have right now is a not shiny Mudkip. The trainer ID you can see is 28581. Here's all the stats, tackle and growl, that's all it knows, just caught it. And then that trainer ID matches my actual trainer ID, which will become important kinda in a sec, 28581. Perfect, that's exactly what we want. The next thing that we're going to want to do is load up PKHeX. This is what it will look like as soon as you start it up for the first time. And we want to access that same save file. This one, right here. Okay. If we go into party, if you had stuff in your box, it would show it here too, but I don't have anything, I just started the game. In our party, we can see the Mudkip that I just showed you. If we right click and hit view, this will bring up stuff. And usually in PKHeX, if you wanted to make a Pokemon shiny, all you'd have to do is press this button. However, in Gen 3 games, I think Gen 4 too, you can't just do that because like shininess is tied to your PID or trainer ID or whatever. There's just a bunch of numbers that have to be right based on like RNG and stuff. So yeah. If we go here, this button here will tell you what is wrong with your Pokemon and why it's not legal. It's not legal right now. But we want to make it legal. So to figure out how to make it legal, we're going to use PokeFinder. Your starter Pokemons are static Pokemons. Random other Pokemon that you find in grass or whatever would be wild, but our starter is a static. So I'm going to hit static here. Also, this wouldn't be set up yet, but what you would want to do here is go to manager. I'll delete this just to start over and show you. Okay, so this is what it will look like for you when you just like start it for the first time. There would be no profile. You need to create a profile. And so hit manager, then hit new. Profile name, you can just make that the name of your character in the game. And we're working with Pokemon Emerald. This method would also work pretty much the same way in Ruby and Sapphire, assuming that your internal battery is dead. If it's not dead, this won't work. But if it is, it will. Okay. Cool. So now we need to get our trainer ID and our secret ID. And you can get that in PKHeX if you go over here to OT/miscellaneous. And we'll just copy this, the trainer ID, into here. And the SID as well, right here, over here. And that's our profile. We can hit OK, and now we have a profile. So up here, we are going to select the profile, Nalo, and it'll show that it's Emerald. The trainer ID and the SID match what is over here in PKHeX. And yeah, now we're going to start making it shiny. For a method, you can just leave this as method 1. Seed, you don't have to type anything, I don't think. And then this initial advances, basically that is how many frames into the game it's going to look for like a shiny Pokemon. And the max value I figured out earlier is 4 billion. It's like 4.29 billion. And those are all 1/60th of a second frames. So basically we can search up to 828 days into the game for shiny Pokemon that meet our criteria, specifically for like IVs and stuff. In Gen 4, you can't have perfect IVs. It just can't happen legally. So you kind of have to like pick and choose, give and take what you want. Let's see. This is 100,000 frames. The higher you go, the more options you'll get, but it also takes longer for your computer to run through all those frames. Sane values are like, let's go with like 2 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna look 2 million frames into the game, and then here we're messing with our starter, and we have a Mudkip that we're going to mess with. Let's see. We want it to be shiny. So if you hit any, that'll show you literally every Pokemon not shiny and shiny. We only want shiny. Star and square will determine like what icon displays when you throw it out. It doesn't really matter. So we'll hit star and square because we just want it to be shiny. And the nature, you can select the nature. The more specific you get with this, the fewer options that will appear down here. But say we want an adamant nature. We want an adamant nature and a hidden power type of fire. Let's see what results we get. Right here, you can. I've found that you can only really specify 1 or 2 of these and still get results. So I forget actually what adamant is. 1 sec. Okay, so adamant. We would want, let's say, 30 attack and adamant, and yeah, those are all the criteria we want. Maybe we also want it to be female too. Okay, so yeah, we set our criteria. We want it to have at least 30 IVs in attack, want it to be shiny, and we want it to have an adamant nature and a hidden power type of fire. So let's generate our results. Wow, nothing. Okay, let's take this modifier away, see if we get anything now. Two million frames might not be enough. Let's up this a few. Let's try 6 million. Okay, we got one result for 6 million frames. Again, if we take a few of these away, like if we took away this hidden power type of fire, we'd probably get more results. Let's try that. Yeah, we get a lot more results. So the more specific you want your you know, your stuff to be, the fewer results you'll get. But also, again, the higher you make this number, so like if we tried 1 billion frames, we'd get a lot more results, but it would take way longer. But let's do it. Let's do it just for fun. We want a fire and we hidden power, and we want it to have preferably 30 attack. Let's see if we get any options. Yeah, right now it's you can like it's going through its thing. This might take a while. PC fans are ramping up. Okay, cool. With 1 billion advances frames, we have 3 results that match our criteria. So this one looks like it has the highest power, hidden power level. So we're going to go with this one right here. So basically what you have to do is copy all of this information under your stats in PKHeX. So HP, 14, etc. Just go down the list and type that in. So 14 HP, 30 attack, 13 defense, special attack 26, special defense 7, speed is 28, and that matches up. That gives us a hidden power type of fire, which is what we want. And then what else do we have to edit? You can also edit your EVs here. So, oh, whoops. I didn't change the nature. So in main, we can change our nature to adamant. Stats, back to stats. And then we can change this here to, let's do 252 here. The EVs have to add up to 510. And the max EV in any one stat can be 252. So just keep that in mind. So HP, we'll give that 252 as well. Actually, no, let's go speed. 252 speed, and then we'll make this 6. So that adds up to 252 total. And then the other important thing, you can change your moves too. I'll do surf. All your legal moves will be in green. Make sure they're legal if you want to, bring them forward to newer games. Ice beam, blizzard, body slam. You can take more time on this and like build your perfect dream team, but just for demonstration purposes, that's the moves we're gonna go with. Okay, the only other thing is this met part all needs to be authentic. So basically, like you can't find a Rayquaza on Route 101. So just make sure your mat location lines up with where the Pokemon actually is in the game. But in this case, we actually do meet Mudkip on Route 101, so that works out. The last thing is, if we try to make this shiny now, again, it still won't be legal. So we have to copy this PID here from the one that we decided we wanted over here. And then finally, that should give us a legal result. Yes, it's legal. Okay, so then to import this shiny Pokemon into our party, we'll just drag this icon over here, and now we have a shiny Mudkip. I will give 2 more demonstrations real quick just to show how to do other things. So say we want a Deoxys. I'm gonna change the advances just so it doesn't take as long. Deoxys would be an event Pokemon, and then again, to get more results, I'm going to take away this hidden power modifier, and let's give it a modest nature. Where are you? Okay, right here. Modest nature. Gender would be any, I think, and then we still want it to be shiny, so keep this star square part selected. Okay, so yeah, let's try to generate that now. Oh no, we didn't get any. Oh, we kept attack at 30. Let's make this is 0, and then special attack, let's make that 30. No results. We might have to up this. I'm gonna add 1 more 0. Perfect. Okay, cool. Alright, so we got 3 results with those specific criteria. Let's see. This one looks nice. this one right here. So to create a Deoxys now, right here on your second slot in your party, or your box, really anywhere you want. Let's do it in the box, just because. Okay, so in our box we set this mudkip. Let's view the mudkip and change it to this Deoxys here. Basically the same exact steps as we did with the mudkip. You're gonna want to do that again. So we'll start with stats. Match your IVs. Match your IVs here. So 5 HP, 9 attack, 15 defense, 31 special attack, 19 special defense, 4 speed. That gives us an ice hidden power. And then change this to 0. We want high special attack 2. And I'm good with that. So that looks good. The med has to match up again. And you meet Deoxys on Birth Island. Yeah. The met level is 30. So yeah, keeping into account like legitimate levels too. It will be level 30. So we'll change that to level 30. And then I think event Pokemon are faithful encounters, so check that box too. Main. I didn't even change it to Deoxys yet. Change that to Deoxys. It's going to be a modest nature, and then level. As long as your met level is correct, then you can basically change this to anything above that. So we can just go ahead and make him level 100. And then change his moves. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Alright, finally, if we try to make him shiny, it won't be legal. We have to copy the PID here, over here. Sorry. And then once we do that, if we do another legality check, it should be legal, and it is. Now, since we just generated our legal shiny Deoxys, we have to drag him into the spot we want, and bam, we have a shiny Deoxys. The last one I'm going to show you is just a normal wild Pokemon. So we can exit out of here in PKHeX, go to wild, and then I'm not really sure what this lead thing does, so you'll have to figure that out on your own. Sorry. Here it will actually display Pokemon based on where they actually are. So if we, wanted to find a Pokemon in Altering Cave, this will show us all the Pokemon that actually are in Altering Cave. Let's change to Route 101. And then also keep into account encounter type. So like, grass is grass, and then there are rock smash and surfing modifiers. Those have to match up. Okay. So on Route 101, all the Pokemon we can catch in the grass are Wurmple, Poochyena, and Zigzagoon. So let's just generate literally a Wurmple, a shiny Wurmple. Ability we'll keep at any, gender we'll keep at any, shiny we want it to be shiny, so star square again. Hidden power I don't care what it is right now, just for demonstration purposes. Nature any, and then encounter slot, just leave this as it is. I'm not really sure what this does either, but I know it works when you do this. Okay, let's try to get something. Okay, cool. Here's all the shiny Wurmples that we could catch on Route 101. Okay. Let's do this one. This one looks cool. It's got a hidden power of dragon. Again, same exact process. Wurmple here. It is a docile nature. We didn't add a modifier, so we're just going with what it spat out basically. It was met. For a wild Pokemon, there is a level that it was met at, so make sure you match that up. So it's met at level 2. It's not a faithful encounter. Met at level 2. And the met location was Route 101. Moves, give it legal moves. There's only 3 legal moves. Okay. and then none for our last one. Okay, cool. If we try to make it shiny, it won't be legal. Yep, so copy your PID from here over to here. Legality check. What's going on? Let's change this to level 2 maybe. Invalid move 1. Oh, okay. 10. Oh, whoops, I forgot to modify the stats. Okay, so right here. Yeah, go through here. 3 HP, 5 attack, 24 defense, 27 special attack, 5 special defense, and then 23 speed. Gives us a hidden power type of dragon that matches up. Everything looks good. And then what is it? Docile nature has no like booster gains. It's just completely neutral. So you can literally just type in whatever you want, I guess, for your EVs. Yeah. Now that should work. Once we copy our PID, now it should be shiny and work. Cool, it does. It's legal now, so we can drag that into our box. Okay. Those are the 3 examples. Hopefully that helps. And then finally, to actually get this back into our save game, up here up here in File, go to Export Save. You could overwrite your existing save, but just to be safe, I'm not going to do that. I'll call this something a little bit different. Shiny generated. Shiny gen. Yeah, that works. Save that. Cool, that exported successfully. If we open up MGBA again, load up Pokemon Emerald, and then load our save file. If we check our mod kit, it should be shiny. It is shiny, and it knows all the moves we taught it. Now let me get to a box to see if the box Pokemon worked as well. If we do get into an encounter, it should be pretty easy with all the new moves we know. I missed a do move Pokemon. Okay, cool. Look at that. There is a shiny Deoxys in our box. Everything worked. I guess the very last thing I will do is demonstrate that you can get this working on an authentic Game Boy cartridge. So again, I'm using an R4 method. You could use a Game Boy operator method as well, but this is what I'm using. Again, GBA Backup Tool. Where's my phone? I can film this. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Alright, so, yep, GBA Backup Tool. Select target card to slot 2, okay. And the shiny gen save is the one that we want to restore. Wait, change command mode, sorry. Okay, we want to change command mode. And then restore data and card from save file. Run it. Alright, and that should be it. Alright, let's check for shininess. It worked. We've got Surf on here. Yeah, it worked. Adamant Nature, it is in fact shiny, and it knows all the moves we taught it at level 5. Let me get to what is it? Our box again. Alright, there it is. Our shiny Deoxys. Beautiful. And our shiny Wurmple. Nice. Yeah, so if you're still here, thanks for sticking with me. That's how you can generate shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Emerald. This method works a little bit better than just using, like, say, cheats to get shiny Pokemon, because using, like, Game Shark or Action Replay cheats, you could potentially encounter a shiny Pokemon that would never be legal. Yeah, so that's why you have to do this. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. Go catch them all. Have a good one.